always comment is like, yeah, I've dropped Crom, I don't play Crom. Oh,
it's a bad habit.
Oh,
it's a bad breakup is what it is. You know what I mean?
Crom would have been good. Oh, I just think maybe if I went Crom.
No! He crawls back to his ex. It's so sad. You hate to see your boys do it, you know?
They're down bad. They're down bad.
Down bad is a great word for when he goes Crom. You know what I'm happy about is that he said he started playing Cloud, which I think can scratch that itch for him. Yeah. You know, it's like a better, you know, that girl's right for you. You know what I'm saying?
You're damn right. Hey, yeah, she's
you deserve better. You deserve better ramen, and then he starts doing it. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But here we go, man. Sheik against Megaman's gonna be started. What a roll through the leaf shield.
Yeah, that was great
good matchup knowledge. That was nice. He does that too. Like he's a studier of matchups. Like I really like watching him play. If I'm struggling in a matchup, sometimes I just watch him do it. I'm like, what does he do? Like we don't play the same characters, obviously, but still, the principles are there.
And this is what's really great about a character like Sheik. It allows you to have so much freedom. Oh, great read as well on that up smash. Fantastic play from both sides there. What I like about Sheik is the fact that, you know, those frames are so generous. Obviously, yeah, they're not going to get that much damage, but the frame data is so generous that it means that basically if you just learn what your opponent can't do and learn what it's very easy to flowchart and basically figure out like answers as Sheik. And that's one of the best things about the character is that there is always an answer somewhere. And in a game like Smash Brothers, where a lot of things seem unanswerable, that can be a real saving grace.
It's great, yeah. I mean, she's so flexible, right? I think that's a great word for her. And literally is what, you know, dual flips and stuff too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like a pretzel.
Exactly. I'm surprised she doesn't have a move that's called. I guess down smash kind of like the pretzel.
Oh, hey, thanks, man.
Good try right there. Hold on. You want to take those stocks off Megaman early, like you said. If he has the Metal Blade 2 out of shield, he can Z-drop. Hold on, nice. Needles, bouncing fish. Now this is where Sheik really shines. You got the lead, you can run away, slowly chip away. All good. You're going to be chilling here.
Certainly is. Having access to that buzzsaw as well is a very, very nice little bit of damage. As
nice roll. I'm telling you, man.
Through them, man.
There it is. That's how you deal with it right there. Very clean stuff. And the thing, like, he's rolling a lot too. He's got to be careful with that. He was actually staling it at the beginning of the game. He's spot dodging a lot as well. So Mr.R putting Mr.R button, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he'd be holding that and doing things.
You gotta watch out. I really do like TriM is starting sort of cotton on the roll timing for that leaf shield, and so he is dashing back, throwing and trying to mix up the timing.
Exactly.
This is where things get interesting as Paradox inside the stage. How do you find this kill has?
Oh man. Follow Mr.R on Twitter, you get a lot of his opinions. We also see a lot of his Sheik clips. This is looking like one right now. Yeah. Neutral air doesn't land, but the option coverage is so good. The rapid jab in the corner, clean.
Exactly. He's not going to find the down tilt, but that's okay. You can just slowly try and find a way in with that nair. As I think Mr.R is a little hungry for a kill right now. TriM trying to find something. The thing is, you just can't bait Sheik into your shield that easily. You can't find those back airs. It's so difficult just to force them into a situation where they will be punished. You have to be proactive, but that means you could be whip punished. It's such a pain, as
it is. And again, it comes down to that stock lead, right? Because you're the one that feels like you have to make it through. Mr.R, he can chill here for another 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Could be all good. In fact, he does love doing that. Here we go.
Exactly. What can I say? It's a lot more cool over here than it is in the pool setup. So you want to spend as much time here as possible, right?
That's right. Yeah, he's just trying to cool off right now. Needles again into the bouncing fish. What a confirm, man. Just another day at the office for Mr.R.
Yep, nice and cold. That's what we're looking for right now as TriM just desperately trying to find something. How much damage has he done in the last minute and a half, man? As he's just trying to find something, always out of range. The smashes are starting to fly, Has. I think he's getting a little bit antsy.
Unfortunate right there. 2 opportunities just not working out for TriM. Okay.
Quite tough. Early, trying to get a little bit of a read, see how TriM likes to react in these situations. Reacting, you just need so much more. It's just so difficult against someone with such an arsenal of frames, such as Sheik, as they're just flying. He got away with it.
He hit buttons. Wow, right up the ledge though. Forward air. TriM, nice patience. You see Mr.R just wait on the platform too. Did not want to get hit by that crash bomber. Don't give Megaman an inch because he will take it a mile.
Yeah, you gotta watch out.
Beautiful, man. His counterplay, like his matchup knowledge, really good.
It's disgusting, man.
It's really good.
Absolutely doing his homework, and it's paying off in spades.
Very impressive. Forward air here, good pressure. Down air, virtually lagless for Megaman.
That's good stuff, but hey, if you've got something that's virtually lagless, let me tell you, you've got the epitome of lagless coming up against Sheik.
Very true.
You want to set up traps, you want to force them into a situation where they can't have that insurance, but it's just not possible. You're stuck in the corner, you're punished constantly, you're being shield poked by down tilt, man.
The pretzel at the end, too.
There it is, there it is. Nice and sweet. A little bit of vanilla sugar on that one as they're coming through, coming out, looking good. As, goodness, these buzzsaws, they're just doing more damage to TriM than they're doing to Mr.R.
Down air, too. You know he's feeling confident. He's ripping those down airs in that position. He knows. He's trying to make some magic happen. He's trying not to let any of it happen. Well, we're not trying to let Mr.R do any magic, too, in real life. You know
yeah, exactly.
No tricks, bro.
Hey, cut him off. All right, cut him off.
You're cut off for the night. He's got to drive home Ramen, no more magic. Up there, gonna do it. Very nice. Clean, incredibly clean, by the way. And a lot of that was, you can look at that and be like, wow, it was a two-stock Mr.R played so well. It's like, dude, there were so many small interactions that mattered so much. Not getting caught by the Crash Bomber, how to play around the Metal Blade, how to play around Leaf Shield, how do you do all these things? How do you beat the specials and the zoning of Megaman? Perfectly played by Mr.R, honestly.
It's insane. It's crazy. And Leaf Shield is such like a hot button thing that people complain about when they play against Megaman. And that
he made it look so simple.
He looks so useless.
We've been playing this game 5, 6 years, 7 years, whatever it's been at this point. Damn, this is the best I've ever seen someone play on.
What does he know? What does he know?
He knows a lot, man.
As frankly, yeah, I mean, I've got nothing. I had TriM. That's such an enormous uphill battle. It's so difficult to know where to make that work, where to find those options. And frankly, I think coming into it, you're going to feel a little bit more confident now because you understand, because you know what Mr.R knows, right? You now know that he knows. You now know that he knows that he can get through Leaf Shield. So you have to make sure you're mixing up the timing. And so it's like, okay, this isn't becoming a let me play by my game plan and try and overwhelm them. It's a let me readapt my game plan so they can't second guess, so they can't guess what I'm doing next, basically.
It's a lot of knowledge exchange, totally. The communication is clear from Mr.R. I'm going to play this matchup correctly. I think Sheik, too, in this matchup could do well. Her jump is so strong and her buttons in the air are good. And then crawl, too. You can't forget her ground movement as well, including that crawl, so. Yeah,
it's a nice thing that TriM is, the Megaman, I should say, is so low to the ground because it means you can't low profile just about everything he throws out, but it's still possible. We are just hanging out here on Cross.
The Leaf Shield again getting beat, that time on the startup. Very nice. Mr.R ledge trapping.
Just over and over, just the down tilt, the clutch. It's wonderful. Nice. TriM desperately trying to make it back. The percentage is slowly crawling, but it's just no hope.
I gotta say, TriM's parry game, very good as well. He's had a couple clutch parries so far. Helped him out in that game 1, 65 to 1 game 2.
And it's really hard to find that answer if you TriM as well, because frankly, there's just not a lot to go off on that first game. Yeah, it was 4.5 minutes long, but you only got 1 kill, and that 1 kill came from you just landing a straight forward on the other side of the screen. You can't rely on that. That's not a game plan. That's just, panicking and then finding a win.
Okay. Bouncing fish, leg trap, neutral air, bouncing fish. His confirms he's hitting him today. I like it. He's playing very well. Good stuff to Ramen.
It certainly is. Very well, just skipping that ledge trapping phase right now as just swinging at ghosts, our dear TriM. Hazmat, he's just trying to find an answer for that.
That was beautiful.
A little low profile.
Is it hot in this venue?
Yeah, both can be true. Yeah, both can be true.
I still think crouching is undervalued in this game. I think some people use it pretty well, but dude, it is so good. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Great.
Look at that. It's really mattered too. Okay. This is the interesting thing about giving Sheik Kalos. The wall, the cling, the platform above. How are you ever going to ledge trap this character? But I think Sheik's good at that anyway, so giving Megaman more opportunities to recover is more important to TriM. So I like this counter pick overall. But you are going to have to deal with that from Sheik.
Yeah, it's very easy for TriM to force Mr.R to go low as well using that top platform. So it's
okay,
capitalize on it, and now this is looking a lot more doable.
TriM playing amazing in this game too, I gotta say. Even though he lost the lead immediately with that first stock, still played around the second stock so well, and now we're seeing a tie game. Let's get into it. So now we're getting some Sheik combos. You look at the option coverage though, the frame trap's banned.
Absolutely disgusting. The air dodge has been burned first down into the air, but the gap attack was just a bit too risky as trying to make it back. A Crash Bomber just to cover an option of going down low, but Mr.R doesn't need to do it.
Oh my god, getting aggressive. So that's the thing, is he's been playing so well at the ledge. 0 to death, by the way. A lot of tilts, a lot of confirms into bouncing fish, but then getting the needles to close it out, getting aggressive off stage, picking the right times to do it too, because he's had a very high conversion rate with that too. So again, Mr.R, I think he's very pleased that he dropped that stock, because now he's making a combo video out of this game too.
Still has not taken a hit, by the way.
Shout out to Messiah, man. Let's make Messiah 2 right now. Messiah Ultimate, okay?
Just bringing it back. That's what we like to see. As great little coverage coming out from TriM there with that up air. But unfortunately, a little too late as the little bit of a walk thing right there. Rising up air as well. Another bouncing fish. And it's all a matter of time right now as we might see one more. The needles to keep him going. But Mr.R not going to do anything too hasty just yet. Just keeping it forced.
What the? Oh, he's mashing the wrong way and it's still working. Welcome to Smash Ultimate. All right, it's all good. Sheik's a Shoto. Who knew? All right. Oh, good.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. We need more turnarounds as
down, right into the down smash. Not gonna be enough. Megaman heavy.
Certainly is. Trying to make his way back in. Going to see if we can find a kill right here. Another shield poke, not going to come through. TriM has learned from last time, but every day's a school day. Still not enough, though.
Oh
as
my
Mr.R
God.
keeping it going.
Oh my God.
I just want him to be punished, Hazmat.
It's crazy.
It's not possible.
TriM is like heating up as well, it feels like, but Mr.R is just staying one step ahead. It's like he won't give him an inch. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Needles, bouncing fish from dead center stage. It should do it, absolutely. Good stuff to Mr.R. Again, a very clean 2-stock after a very tight race around the first off of both players. That was just, what a response from TriM. But then Mr.R. is like, okay, I call, I raise, and Mr.R. is like, I'm all in. You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't matter. He just called him all the way out.
And then we got a 0 to death, and then got him up to 70 before he even took a single hit. That was
that
just
0 to death was insane.
Critical work coming out from Mr.R. Such a clean player. Frankly, if they want to play like this for the rest of the tournament, we have got some of these players going to be in trouble, man.
It's ridiculous because I think predicting the top 8 of this tournament is actually impossible. I'd love to see if someone already did it. Like, you already had to get your whatever. You better have screenshot it already because it had to happen. Ben tweeted out. But picking the top 8 for this tournament is going to be impossible. And it's, like you said, there are a lot of X Factor players out here, and I think Mr.R is one of them for sure. Because one thing about him, too, is like, I think he plays a lot better in EU as well. I think that the time difference, I do think traveling and all that stuff is very hard to play under.
Yep.
No excuses, obviously. You know, everyone's in the same venue, playing in the same place, so playing the same game. At the same time, I think Mr.R at full power, very, very strong player. So
absolutely fierce, absolutely fierce. As I got more fans coming out, and this is just tough because Mr.R is obviously just a loved player. Like, he's a loved player and he's a loved guy. And so not only are you TriM, you know, who, of course you have fans of your own, but playing against such just someone with so much support, and still you're down 2-0. You've got to face the mountain, all right? You've got to start climbing, and frankly, TriM has no choice but to overcome and adapt and dominate. So we're going to see what they can do here as we get to our final game.
First, series. Good lead here from TriM too. Fade back a little bit, lead more on the lemons, all right? Okay.
See, good drop down, double fair coming out. Ooh, actually had the right read, but it's a little bit off on the timing as the shield punish coming in. Got the crash bomb on there. That's going to give him an opening.
Oh, the exchange, but he overset it and took it back, actually.
It's quite all right as holding an edge guard with patience from Mr.R. Not to come up, not to walk right into that back air as up smash. TriM feeling confident right now.
Feel good about it. I love to see from TriM, man. I feel like we haven't seen anything like this from him, but now we're seeing, a little bit of a tech flub right there. Trying to get him with the edge guard, but instead we're seeing a stock for TriM. Big lead for him. I like this. What an adjustment.
What we like to see.
Slowed it down a ton. He really did. And he didn't rely on Leaf Blade or anything else. Just good old-fashioned pellets. And then again, avoiding bouncing fish has also been a big comp for TriM. He's doing that very well, too. Very nice.
And I like what TriM did there. All right, took us a little bit to get into this game. TriM needed a moment just to breathe, just to recalibrate. And it's working. Frankly, this is looking very, very strong right now. A good deal of credit coming out. We're going to see if they can push it all the way. Going to see how much Mr.R is going to have to pay to earn this win. As guys coming in.
This, man, it's looking like a whole new set right now, I got to say. TriM has really turned it around. Projectiles are good. This is good trades for TriM right now. These are all great. Got the forward smash. Not getting the good hits, though.
Good stuff. Could have been very close as thrown off to the side. Here, the deathly hallowed, the deathly screams coming out from the crowd in the background, but you got to stay focused, you got to keep it going if you're TriM or Mr.R. And that's the thing, the venue's so electric, it's starting to charge, and it's starting to give TriM maybe the power up they need.
Yeah, so charged in here, blew up the air conditioner. See ya, here you go. Hold up. Mr.R looking for a kill, down smash will do it from center stage. Now, this is where Mr.R can start to make a huge comeback, right? His Sheik, Sheik in general, just huge damage potential, but especially Mr.R's. We've seen what he's done to TriM already for these first 2 games. Mini combo video has already been started. Look at that, 42%. And the ledge, which he's been so good at all day. Oh, slinging a little bit? All right, Ramen, I see you. A little pivot, okay.
My goodness, you beautiful dancer. Look at him go. The ledge trump comes out, not quite enough. My goodness, but that's the thing. That didn't work, but TriM was so scared he just held shield. There was no punish because the bouncing fish was inbound. A little bit of a trade coming out right there. Another trade coming out, but hey, you take these trades if you're TriM. You take them every day of the week.
The positioning was so important, right? Keep him on the ledge, keep doing some damage, and now we're seeing Mr.R carried him coast to coast. Good use of the counter pick stage. Nice job moving around the platforms, trying to find some safety. Doing a much better job in this game 3. Not letting the game get out of control. It's happened a couple games in a row. Now it's not happening. Nice.
There it is. Jab going to keep things nice and even right now, and all comes down to this next stock, I should say, as Jab not coming in.
Imagine we can see more parries from TriM. I mean, he's been so good at it all day. Sheik trying to land on you. You kind of know what the option's going to be. You know what I mean? last 1 or 2. But either way, going high to the platform too, avoiding a punish again. Look how good this stage can be for Sheik. Like, we've seen Mr.R use those platforms so well.
Nice.
Needle, bouncing fish, nice. Way to hold it back. Good confirm right there from Mr.R.
I really like what TriM did there. Didn't actually go for an air dodge. Instead, just spammed a pellet in the air. That meant that there's not that wind-up that could possibly bring you into the blast zone. Instead, just cancels it, but you're ending up in the blast zone anyway, all right? Any means to an end, says Mr.R as 1:08 on the clock. Can TriM bring it back, or is it too little too late?
I think he was ready for that roll. I just don't think he pulled the trigger. And the other thing, too, is like, TriM played so well with the pellets, played so slow, played so perfectly, but then Mr.R just read it. Needles bouncing fish. We've seen it so many times already. Really nice, well played by Mr.R.
Yeah, looking very dangerous. You're in this corner. This is just Sheik's paradise right there.
Yeah.
As you're trying to claw back ground, trying to find something. The air catch is going to keep them nice and equipped with a buzzsaw as...
Jab beating out the punish opportunity there. Some needles, so nice and low. Trump going onto the stage. He's been DIing in every time he's got Trump, so good stuff there. Mr.R covering it with the neutral air.
Stuff and rinse and repeat. Jab him off stage. That could be it as the threaten comes out.
Jeez. He's getting aggressive. I like it. You don't want to go down to a last stock situation against Megaman. He can just hit you hard. A couple good reads and you die, especially Sheik. Living to 135 though.
Pretty dangerous. This is it as trying to find it. A bear coming out. Cling to the wall. Just take your time there, Sunshine, as nice and go for the buzz, but the smash going to take it.
Again, we're seeing TriM. He's able to find these kills in this game 3. It's been the big difference maker, especially that forward smash at the end. Has an opportunity here. He's at a deficit, but that doesn't mean a whole lot right now. Oh, now
find
it does.
out. Yeah, it certainly does.
Losing that stage control, that was a big deal.
It definitely was. Just keeping these nairs flying. That jab as an option coverage is so dangerous. You're avoiding it this time, but
down
the
smash.
down.
Did not connect all the way. Down smash, unreliable.
And it just props him up. Air dodges down, but still holding firm, holding steadfast.
Wow.
Great patience, man.
Definitely. Brave, actually, of TriM, I would say.
That's what I would say.
Position for sure. Now we're back. This is a good position for TriM to make up some damage here. Take it nice and easy here. Don't get caught by the needles.
Oh, crash bomb on the ankle. Now you can stay patient. I like the idea, but they just didn't find the punish as the needles come through, and that's going to be it.
What a cross-up by Mr.R, too. Dashing underneath, threatening from the front, turning around, needles bouncing fish all day. Very good stuff from Mr.R, but TriM made some great adjustments, especially in that game 3. Really well played by the Megaman, especially against someone who clearly knows the matchup really well. That was really good stuff from Ramen. Like, just textbook, knowing a matchup really well, playing it correctly, and forcing your opponent to adapt, right?
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And I do want to point out one thing, not to do with the game, but you saw there Mr.R flash the